I just didn't like it, and I just remember thinking to myself, why? Literally why? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be sharing my best and worst purchases of 2022. This was a requested video, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and before I keep you here any longer, let's just jump right into it. Okay, so first of all we have the Nivea soft cream. Now, even though I say this is one of my best purchases of last year wasn't the first time I actually purchased the soft cream. I've been using the soft cream for so many years. I've only ever bought the small tube that I use as a hand cream, and I literally have one in every single one of my bags. But it wasn't until last year when my face had a bit of a reaction to a skincare product that will be mentioned later on in this video that I just wanted to mix up my evening skincare routine and just find a face cream that would just really baby, pamper and take care of my skin. And so through a bit of research I came across the soft cream, and it's funny because when I did come across the soft cream I kind of had an oh my god of course moment. I love that it is multi-purpose, multifunctional, so it's not just a hand cream. You can use this on your body, your face, your hands. This massive one here is 500ml, so big. I saw this in Sainsbury's a couple of months ago and I just had to get it because I'd never seen such a big size before. I think this big one was like £8 I think, but this small one I think you can get for like £2.75. maybe it's gone up a bit, but I usually just get these from Sainsbury's because they're super cheap in Sainsbury's. They come in all sorts of different sizes and they are super affordable. This is something that everyone can definitely benefit from because it's one of those things that you just have and you use it literally every single day. Next on the list, this is probably the second most expensive item that I purchased last year, and this is the Daily Vitamin C Serum. The first time I used this, I used a sample sachet. It was a really small sachet, but I really enjoyed using it, and over the time I was using the sachet, I really started to notice a difference in my dark spots, the appearance of my dark spots. So while this didn't completely eradicate them, I did notice that they were lightening up, and that was probably the first time that I noticed a change in the colouring of my dark spots in a really long time. So that prompted me to want to actually buy the full bottle to see just how far the full bottle would get me. Come to find, when I was actually looking into purchasing it, this serum, guys, £99. And it's funny because on the one hand, like, I was very much like, okay, yeah, let me get it, I'll buy it, whatever, it's fine. But then I was also like, £99 is a lot to spend on, how much is this? On like 30ml. Side note, I think since then I'm not as opposed to spending on skincare, as we'll see in just a moment. But yeah, upon further research I did find this on allbeauty.com. This was about £63 and I did not regret buying this at all. Now, I do have to say that after using the full bottle, the results that I saw weren't exactly what I thought I would see, but what I noticed from this was my face felt so much more hydrated, my skin looked glowy overall, my skin tone was evening out overall, my skin felt soft and supple. And I think because this is vitamin C, and vitamin C really helps to counteract pollution, it helps to fight against free radicals, and it really is such a miracle product. So I think even though I didn't see the removal, let's just say, of all of my dark spots, like, I really did like how my skin felt and looked over the course of using this bottle. This bottle's actually finished, but I've kept it. I think you guys started to see some of my hoarding tendencies, but I've only kept it because I want to rebuy it, and I feel like if I throw it away I'm gonna forget to rebuy it. I really also enjoyed using it. I think sometimes with skincare products, even if, and I don't know if this is just a psychological thing, but I love skincare, as you can tell, and I love the process of applying products. And one thing that I think really makes the product stand out for me is, yes, the efficacy and how well a product works is very important, but I think it's also how a skincare product makes me feel and how it makes my skincare routine feel, and just how it aids my day. And this really did just make me feel so good in the morning. It was a very like spa-like experience, very nice, very refreshing. It was just such a nice product, and I genuinely do miss having this in my routine because I've not used this in a few months. So I'm hoping to rebuy it this year, but we will see. Next up we have the Elizabeth Arden 8-Hour Cream Targeted Sun Defense Stick SPF 50. I'm pretty sure I have mentioned this on this channel in passing, but I've not actually filmed a full-length video. It's funny because I've been meaning to film a full-length video on this for the longest time. I just never got around to it, and it's so sad because it's not finished per se, but there is literally like nothing left. It is literally just a nub. You can barely see anything on it. So I will be rebuying this so I can film a full-length video on it, because this sunscreen was amazing. When I first bought it, I wasn't expecting anything from it. I was on the Elizabeth Arden website and I was just picking out random stuff really, and you know me, like I love my sunscreen. I'm always looking for sunscreen products, so I just added this to the basket, not really thinking anything of it. But around the summertime, when I was running out of other sunscreens, I started using it, and it was just so different, like nothing I'd ever used before. So first of all, it is a stick. So with this stick, you basically just like do it on your skin like so. I'm gonna have to use my fingers because it's literally just a nub, and then you literally just like massage it on your skin, and then it will just give you all the sun protection. Do you see it? And it gives you a really nice shine as well. I like to rub it in just because I always felt like with a stick you're gonna miss parts. It's not sticky, it's not greasy, it's really nice, and I think it's just really nice, an amazing product. It was hydrating, it didn't leave me with a white cast, it didn't take long to rub in, it just was such a great sunscreen. I think also if you are fans of the 8-hour cream line and you like a lot of the other 8-hour cream products, then I think you will like this. Now for me, I wasn't a big fan of the 8-hour cream when I first used it, so I didn't really have high expectations for the sunscreen. I think if anything, this stick has made me like the 8-hour cream. And I think another good thing about the 8-hour cream line is it's supposed to be a balm that helps to, you know, repair your skin, restore your skin, and just help to heal the skin basically. So imagine if you are out in the sun or you have a bit of sunburn and you're going to apply the 8-hour cream, that's going to heal your skin. But now imagine that same product with SPF, not just any old SPF, but SPF 50. Can you imagine how well protected and healing-y, is that a word? But just how well healed your skin could be, which I just think is an amazing combination to combine the 8-hour cream with SPF. Literally chef's kiss, amazing. This is £16 on the Elizabeth Arden website and on Boots, but on allbeauty.com I think this is like £13. I've seen it when All Beauty have their sales, it's like £11, so you can get this a lot cheaper. I am going to rebuy this. I've actually been meaning to rebuy this for a couple of months now, but it's been sold out everywhere. I feel like everyone loves this. I feel like everyone loves this, but no one's ever talking about it. I'm gonna have another look after filming today and rebuy it, because this is an amazing sunscreen, and I don't want to go into the new year, even though we're like halfway through the year, but I want to go into the new year without having this in my arsenal because it's such a great product. I absolutely love this. It's so good. It's so good. Next up, I think this is definitely the most expensive skincare item that I bought last year, and it is the U Beauty Resurfacing Compound. Now, when I first tried this, I got this as a duo alongside the U Beauty Super Hydrator, I think that's what it's called. And I was using the two together for about, I want to say a month, a couple of weeks at least. And I just felt like the products were alright, but I didn't really love them. However, after I finished using the products, I kept thinking about the resurfacing compound, and because of its serum-y texture and just how it was, I really wanted to try it again, and I really wanted to see what the serum was like on its own. But I can never justify, again, I can never really justify the price, because this small thing here was, I think, like £85, which is very expensive, a lot of money to spend on 15ml of product. So I think they had a sale on. Now U Beauty hardly ever has any sales on. I think they have like maybe 2 or 3, maybe like 1 or 2 sales a year. So when I saw that they had a sale, I jumped right on this, purchased this. So I didn't actually end up paying full price for this item. Anyway, long story short, I started to use the resurfacing compound again, and it really blew me away. If I compare it to the first time I was using it, it was maybe like a 4. The second time I was using it, it was like a 7 or an 8, and I was like, wow, this is so great. I have to rebuy it again. After a couple of weeks of using this, my skin tone again was a lot more even, dark spots were a bit lighter, the texture of my skin was so much more even. I've got a lot of texture on my nose. I get lots of like bumps on my nose, but this helped to really smooth out my nose, reduce the bumps, reduce the texture. This helped a lot with on the surface spots as well. I saw a reduction in breakouts, pigmentation, texture, uneven skin tone, dryness. This did a whole lot, which I'm not surprised about because they do say that the resurfacing compound is supposed to replace, I don't know, something silly like 6 or 8 skincare products, which I'm not sure if I actually believe that it will replace that many skincare products, but just knowing that it does replace a bunch of skincare products kind of explains why it was so effective and why I was seeing such a huge change and difference in my skin over the course of using this. Also the packaging, guys, I'm a sucker for the packaging. I just love how like modern and sleek and everything is. I also do like, again, it's the experience. Like when I'm applying this, I feel like a mature woman. I've got my life together. Like everything is just the way it is. My skin loves this. And it's all about the experience of this product as well as how well it works. This was probably one of my favorite purchases last year. I think also because of how surprised I was at how effective this was. That is what makes this one of my best purchases of last year. Also, I do have a video on this, so if you want any more information on it, just check out the video on this. That said though, my thoughts have kind of changed since that video, but if you want any more information on the actual product itself, the science behind it, the brand, and the backstory, then make sure you check out the video. I'll have that linked down below in my description box. So next up we have the Quarterly Vino Sun Ocean Protect SPF 50. Now guys, I think this was probably my favorite sunscreen of the summer because it was genuinely amazing. And I think after a couple of months of many misses in terms of sunscreens, either the sunscreens just didn't work, left a white cast, broke me out, didn't rub in well. This was a complete game changer. It was such a different kind of product to what I was used to using at the time. I will leave this video down below because you have got to watch it. It's lightweight, rubs in super well, no white cast, easy to reapply, looks effortless and flawless on the skin. It's really no fuss, no muss. It's literally the sunscreen of dreams, and I think if I was to design a sunscreen, I'm pretty sure this is what I would want my sunscreen to be like, because this is just an amazing sunscreen. So good, and I cannot wait to rebuy this because I need it in my life. This is £19. You can get this from Quarterly, Cult Beauty, I think ASOS. You can just get this from everywhere. I'm gonna have this link down below, as well as every other product I've mentioned will also be down below. And I also think if you don't like sunscreen, this is a great product to try, because yes, it is a sunscreen, but it doesn't give a sunscreen feel because it is super lightweight. It doesn't interfere with anything. You can wear makeup on top, you can wear moisturizer, but you don't have to wear moisturizer. However, I will caveat that by saying if you have dry skin, dehydrated skin, you will want to wear moisturizer underneath, because this isn't the most hydrating of sunscreens. It's not greasy, it's very lightweight, it dries nicely, it doesn't dry out your skin, if that makes sense. It leaves you with a really nice glow as well. Like I said, I do have a full video on this, so for all the reasons why I love it, just make sure you check out that video. I'll have that link down below. But I definitely think this is definitely worth it. I think if you didn't try this last year, then you did miss out a little bit, but it's never too late to try products and discover products. So get on this, check this out, let me know your thoughts on it. And finally, we're on to the last of my favorite products of 2022. This is the Clinique Take the Day Off Balm. Guys, do I need to talk about why I love this so much? I think I kind of do. This saved me in a pinch. If you do not know, I was recently in Gran Canaria on holiday back in November, and I was really searching for a makeup remover. I really just wanted to be able to take off my makeup, and I came across this in one of the shops, and it was just what I needed. First time I used it, it took off my makeup beautifully, it took off my sunscreen beautifully, it didn't dry out my skin, it wasn't greasy, it wasn't thick, it wasn't horrible, it didn't break me out. It was very smooth, very clean, very simple, left me with gorgeous, hydrated, glowy looking skin. When I was coming back to the UK, I didn't check this into my suitcase, so security actually took this from me in the airport. Low-key, I feel like the woman just needed a makeup remover herself, and she saw this and she was like, okay, I'll just take this girl's one, which is fine, it's fine, whatever. So this is one that I actually bought when I came back to the UK. I got this one from allbeauty.com, and on allbeauty.com this was £22, but you can get this on the Clinique website and on ASOS. I think this is like £31-29, and yeah, I think I obviously loved it enough to rebuy it again, because I think I didn't need to rebuy this again, but it was just really amazing, really good. Oh, one last product. I know I said that was the last product, but this is a bonus honorary product. That is the Glossier Cleanser Concentrate. I first mentioned this in my evening skincare routine video, so make sure you check that out if you haven't already. Check that out. This has been really great for my skin. It exfoliates, it hydrates, it cleans the skin, protects the skin barrier, but without doing too much. This has soft and gentle exfoliants. This has malic acid, lactic acid, and I wasn't expecting too much from this. I think there's a theme. A lot of my favorite products I really wasn't expecting too much from. To be honest, I actually only bought this because I needed to make up my basket so that I could get free delivery. And I think this is only like the second Glossier skincare product that I've tried. I wanted to give it a try, and this is a really great cleanser. It does help to keep breakouts and pimples at bay. It does also help to even out your skin tone, and again, it exfoliates your skin, so it helps to clean out your pores, clean out the dirt and grime of the day and all of that stuff. I also like using this as a second wash when I'm taking off my makeup. So actually what I do when I take off my makeup, I will use the Clinique Take the Day Off Balm, and then I will go in with the cleanser concentrate afterwards just to remove any excess dirt, balm, etc. On the days when I'm not wearing makeup, I will just use this on its own, and this cleans my face beautifully. It lathers up really well. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cleanser. Love it, can't go wrong with it. Now I'm gonna go on to my worst purchases of the year. Every item on this worst purchase list is sunscreen, which I thought was quite hilarious. So the first item on the list is not one that I actually shared publicly on this channel. I had been wanting to and been meaning to, but it just didn't work out like that. But let me know if you would still like to see a review on this, because I would be more than happy to share. And that is the Murad Essential C Day Moisture Broad Spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen. Now guys, I really wanted to love this sunscreen. You guys know that I really enjoy using Murad skincare products. I've not used them a lot on the channel recently, to be fair, but in the past I have really enjoyed using Murad products, and I've had my eye on this sunscreen for a little while, and I really wanted to like it, but it didn't work out. That said though, I did use most of the bottle. I've used like that much of the bottle. There's only a small bit left, but it just didn't work for me. To be fair, I was allergic to it. Every time I used this, I would sneeze, my nose would run, my eyes would run, I would be coughing. It would be a whole thing. I would put this on. By the time I got to work, I would have literally cried off all of my makeup. I would be sneezing throughout the day. This did not, my body said no. My body rejected this. It was not meant to be. But that said, I enjoyed using it insofar as it didn't leave a white cast. It was easy to apply, easy to reapply. It rubbed in well. It didn't break me out. You know, it was hydrating. I think also because this is a moisturizer, my skin wasn't dry. It wore well with makeup. It wore well on its own. I didn't have to wear moisturizer underneath, but I did wear moisturizer underneath because I thought that might help to offset my allergicness to it, which it didn't. You can put this like on your neck, your arms, you can really put this all over. So this had so many good things about it, and I was really looking forward to reviewing it, and I kept giving it more chances because I really thought, oh, okay, do you know what? I just need to get used to using this. My body needs to get used to using this. Maybe it's the smell, maybe I'm putting on too much too soon, maybe I just need to alter how I'm applying it. So I tried this 101 different ways, and my body reacted to it 101 different ways back. So I just know that no matter what I did, no matter how I applied it, when I applied it, all of that stuff, what I applied it with, it wasn't meant to be, it didn't work. And you can tell I gave it so many chances, like I said, because I have nearly finished it, and I kept saying to myself, okay, I'm going to review this, I'm going to film a video, and then that will be the end. But I think it got to a point, the last time I used this, I just said, I cannot use this again, and then I didn't, and then it's just been collecting dust in my room. And you can see that I'm a hoarder low-key, because why do I still have this? I don't know, I should have thrown this away. But that just goes to show I was really convinced, I was really adamant. I really just thought to myself, I'm gonna review this, I'm gonna give this one last chance, show you guys. But I didn't, because yeah, like I said, the last time I used this, it was just so bad. I was like, if I use this again, I will genuinely go past the point of no return. So I haven't used this again. So actually I take back saying that I will review this for you guys. I won't review this for you guys. So the next item on my worst purchases of 2022 is the COSRX Aloe Soothing Sunscreen. Now guys, again, here is my thing. I want to like everything. I want to like every single skincare product. I want to believe that every single skincare product out there is good and will work for me, especially sunscreens. Now with this COSRX Aloe Soothing Sunscreen, I had read so much good stuff about it. Everyone loved it. It didn't leave a white cast. It was hydrating. It was good. It is known to just look really good on the skin, to wear well on the skin, to not leave a white cast, yada, 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 yada. I used it and I just was like, who is using this, that is loving this? Why is everybody loving it but me? My skin did not like it. It broke me out. I just didn't like it. And I just remember thinking to myself, why? 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 Literally why? And I think another thing that made it worse for me was that it was the second K-Beauty sunscreen that had given me a rash. Although that said, the previous sunscreen that I used was the Thank You Pharma Sun Project Water Cream, and I think that gave me a rash. The jury's still out on that because I'm not 100% sure. But because that other sunscreen had given me a rash and now this one was giving me a rash, it was making me think maybe K-Beauty isn't for me, maybe K-Beauty sunscreens aren't for me, which makes it even sadder. I have been eyeing up COSRX for the longest time. Everybody and their mum loves COSRX. I really want to try out their products. I feel like you shouldn't just judge a brand by one product, but just although that said, because that did leave me with a rash, I did actually rediscover the Nivea Soft Cream as a face moisturizer, so I'm not completely mad at it. I'm just a bit upset and disappointed because I was really looking forward to it, and I remember purchasing it thinking, yes, this one's going to be a doozy, it's going to be so great. It was not, it was horrible. Now the last product on my worst purchase of 2022 is the Ultra Sun Anti-Age and Anti-Pigmentation Sunscreen. Now guys, where do I start with this sunscreen? I don't even know. Do you know what guys? All I'm going to say is, I have a video on that sunscreen. I'm going to have it linked down below. Go and watch the video after this video and you will see why that was my all-time worst product of 2022. And you know what? That's all I'm going to say on that. Okay guys, so that is it for me and my best and worst purchases of 2022. I would love to know what some of your best and worst purchases were of last year. I'm nosy, so I love to know this kind of stuff. Also, let me know what products you are looking forward to trying this year. I have a list so long. There's some Elemis products. They have a new dynamic resurfacing serum product, and I love the resurfacing pads, so I would really want to try out the serum. Dermalogica recently came out with a new Biolumin C product, which I love the look of. That looks really good. I also really want to try some Cosas. I saw that they came out with a new chemical deodorant, so I'd be really interested to try that. What else do we have? Let me pull out my wish list. It's so funny because I never really talk about my wishlist products, but let me know if you would like to see a video on my wishlist items, or if you would like to see kind of like month by month what products I'm looking at and what things I'd be quite interested to try. Let's see, what do we have? We have Tatcha. Tatcha recently launched in the UK. I'd say recently, but it was a couple of months ago. I really want to try some Tatcha products. I really want to try some Tula products because they also recently launched in the UK. There's a Shiseido lip and eye product that I really want to try. That looks quite interesting. And what else do we have? I have Rodial. I actually miss using Rodial products. And I also want to try some more Bee skincare products. I used their sunscreen a while ago. Amazing, so I'd love to try some of their other products as well. Murad have some other products as well that I want to try. And the number one brand that I'm really looking forward to trying this year is the Biologique Recherche products. I have so many of their products on my wish list, so I'm really looking forward to trying some of their products on the channel. I don't really see too many reviews about Biologique Recherche on dark skin. There's really one girl that I watch, Val Duro, and she is like my go-to when it comes to BR products, just because she talks about them in detail. But anyway guys, let me know some of your product wish list items for this year, as well as your best and worst purchases of last year. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and in the meantime, I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Mwah.